Hello and welcome to Owen and Town Matchday Preview. We're facing Queen's Park Rangers for the second time in a week at Kenilworth Road on Friday. With me to discuss what might or what might not happen, we have Ben from the W12 Podcast. Ben, thank you first so much for coming on and being patient with my technical issues.
No worries at all. No, thank you. We're in the third round of the cup, something that we haven't been in very often. We've got a bit of a nosebleed, and I'm actually going to be able to watch the draw tonight, which is very rare.
Talking of that game though, for me, it was a strange one, really. I think Luton played quite well, but both teams made a few changes. Can we expect? I said before we started, I said how good the penalties were from Queen's Park Rangers last night. Can we expect a different team to start on Friday, or a vastly different team, or is it vaguely similar? Because lots of changes went on last night.
Yeah, I think we made 6 changes in the end, but I think the 6 changes we made will probably swap around. So the keeper will change to Nardi, we've got a French keeper, and Took and Parkside will be our centre back stage of 45 minutes each. Last night, Dunn and Powell will be the right and left back, and then we'll probably have Sam Field, and we've got a new lad, Marsden, who came on. He's Danish, scored loads of goals in the Belgium league. Supposed to be really good. He'll come in and set the midfield up. We've got Dembele, who's our man, probably the man to watch. He's been excellent start to the season. He'll come in, and we'll have Frey up top. He's a big lad, didn't come on, but there'll be a fair few changes, mate. Maybe even Little Smith might start because we're missing Ilias Chair. He's out injured, unfortunately, and Anderson, another good player. So we've got a couple of injuries, but yeah, there'll be a few changes, I suspect.
So Rangers fans, how are they feeling about their team at the moment? How are you feeling about your team? Because and I know it's difficult sometimes to get rolling, isn't it, in the league? We quite frankly, we need a win on Friday, for definite. But how are you feeling? What do you think your prospects are this season?
Difficult, mate, because it's a new philosophy at the club this year. We've got a new CEO who's like 26. He owns a data company. So our recruitment is going to be based around data based, rather than the journeyman of the championship that we buy every summer. We're now buying players based on data. It doesn't matter if they play the championship, So eight signings we've made, and they're all outside of. None of them have got championship experience. So that being said, I think it's going to take a bit of time for everybody to get up to speed. There's a few players that played. We had Varane played centre midfield last night. He's Varane's brother. Jonathan Varane is the one we've signed, and he's supposed to be really good. Big lad, looked good, but he had a really bad game at Sheffield United away a couple of weeks ago, and just getting used to the championship. It's just a league in its own, isn't it? Like the competitiveness and it just feel new players kind of feel it. So yeah, it's going to be difficult, mate. Once we get everyone up to speed, we get Ilias Chair back because he's a big miss for us. I mean, anything can happen in the championship. I just hope we're not going to be in a relegation fight again for another season. I don't think we're going to be, because if Fuentes is a good manager, he's got a plan.
Do you think you're stronger than the last season then already?
I think so. I think so, mate. It's again really difficult because we've lost some real key men. We've lost Chris Willock. We lost Sinclair Armstrong to Bristol City. We've lost a couple of loans. We had Isaac Hayden on loan last season. He was really big for us towards the end to keep us up. So we've lost a few, but I think generally we will be. Lyndon Dykes left today to go to Birmingham. So we've lost a few, but we've replaced them all. So I guess time will tell, but I think we will be better. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you expect QPR to approach the game on Friday? Would it be all guns blazing, or would it be maybe trying to counter-attack us? I don't know, because there's no love lost between our two teams really on the pitch.
No.
None at all. No. I mean, the Carabao Cup aside, I mean, that's, it was a victory on penalties on the 90 minutes, quite even. You can't compare the two games, can you?
No, I think Friday will be a completely different game. I was pretty worried because you were pretty strong when I looked at your team, so I was kind of worried with a couple of youngsters out and off the bench and stuff. So kind of worried, but I thought we did okay. Not great. We're struggling to create consistently. So we won't be going all guns blazing, I don't think. I'd be very surprised if we do. It will be a measured approach, counter attack. We'll keep a bit of the ball under mice. If you understand, we've got quite a high possession stat. We'll try and play out from the back. So I don't know if you press a lot, but we'll certainly be playing out from the back and working from there. Yeah, I mean, we've got a big lad up front, Frey. He's about 7 foot. He looks like a giant. I don't know if you've seen him, but he'll probably start on Friday. He's lost about 3 stone in pre-season, so he started all right. He scored against Plymouth on Saturday. So it'll be something different that you'll have to deal with. He's big lad.
Yeah. I was at the Carabao Cup game, and I think, at the beginning of that match, when we had our stronger part of our team out, I thought we were quite good. But as the game went on, we made some changes, things changed. I'm expecting us totally on Friday to go at you from the beginning, real quick, real fast pace, real good attacking, real high pressing, and hope we don't get caught on the counter. Obviously, we have the Premier League people that were with us last season, like Morris and Adebayo, who are scoring for fun. They haven't scored this season. So who should I, apart from your tall guy, whose name I've just forgotten, you just said who he was?
Yeah, it's Frey, Michael Frey. He's
so apart from him, who else should we look out for in your team?
So we got Dembele. He came on for like 10 minutes. He's really good, really quick, little. He can his delivery is spot on as well, corners, free kicks and stuff like that. So I think he had 1 free kick and we should have scored from it. I think it was a header, but so he's the player to watch out for. We've got Saito on one wing. He played last night, but I don't know, he didn't look himself, but he's normally pretty good. Yeah, mate, that's probably it. It's a shame Ilias Chair's not about, really, because he's our linchpin, really, for a lot of what we do. But I'd say it's definitely Dembele, mate.
Are your expectations more than drawing or losing? Do you feel that Queen's Park Rangers come to Kenilworth Road and put in a performance that will take the 3 points away?
Anything can happen. Honestly, I know we say that about any game and that championship, but genuinely watching QPR, we could quite easily come and win 2-0. We could quite easily lose 3-0. Like honestly, I couldn't. We played Sheffield United a couple of weeks ago and we couldn't kick a ball straight for the first half. We 2-0 down within 5-10 minutes, I think it was. It looked like it was going to be 6-0. Went in at half time, came out the second half, and Sheffield United were lucky to come. We were down to 10 men for most of it, and Sheffield United were lucky. We drew 2-2 in the end, but we should have won that. We had so many chances in the second half. So that just sort of tells you where we are at the moment. You could get any QPR Friday, honestly. Maybe the first goal was really pivotal.
Oh, I agree. I think that as a Hatter, as a Luton fan, we do need to score first. I think that will only enhance how we're going to play. And actually, if we go back again to the Carabao Cup, as soon as Queen's Park Rangers scored, I just thought, oh, this is going to be tough. Although we did score a good goal. I mean, our young lad scored a fantastic goal. At 1-0 down, I was thinking, can we get back into this? Have we got it in us? Does that have the same mentality of you? If we went 1-0 up, would you think that might affect your team's performance?
No, I don't think so. No, we're pretty resilient. Even going 1-0 up would not mean that we would go on and win it. Like we've, it's a bit frustrating, really. We're a bit of an inconsistent side at the moment, looking for some structure and stability, and with players coming and going constantly through this window, and injuries and stuff. I think we'll know where we are come September, like after this window, after the international break. I think that'll be when we'll try and kick on. So if we can get anything from Friday's game, I think it'll be a bonus.
Right. So the dreaded score predictions. What are we thinking?
Well, I've got 1-1 on my podcast. So we do like a prediction league. I've got 1-1. It's a pretty safe bet, in it, on the fence.
Well, I have to tell you that we do a prediction league in our podcast, and I've got scores wrong every week, and that's because I'm being very partisan this year and going 2-0, 3-0. So I can't change that. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope it's a fantastic game. We record on a Monday normally, and we broadcast on a Tuesday. So if any of your guys want to come on and see what we think about the game, then please do on YouTube and Spotify. Where can we see your game reaction?
We're all podcasts wherever you get them. Socials, W12 Podcast. Yeah, we've had Harry Redknapp, Neil Warnock on, Les Ferdinand. We had Marty Cifuentes on last season. We've had a couple of players this season already. So yeah, any QPR fans listening, yeah, give us a listen.
Yeah, well, Ben, thank you very much for coming on. I know it's been brief. I know we had some technical issues at the beginning. I'm grateful for your time. I genuinely, in the nicest possible way, I genuinely hope you don't win, but you never know. I hope it's a brilliant game and we're all entertained.
Yes, can't wait to get in that away end, watch someone in their bathroom brushing their teeth, which is what happened a couple of seasons ago.
You'll find it a bit, when you come this time, you'll find it a bit different because the last time you came to Kenilworth Road, it wouldn't have been safe standing. You wouldn't have seen the new stand they built for the Premier League. The lights are so bright, it's unreal. It's like daytime. And I felt that last night at Loftus Road, where I thought the lights are quite dim. But I think that's because of when you come, you'll see. You'll come, you'll see.
I think it's Premier League. You have to have regulations, don't you? I think there's some sort of special lighting. I remember we had to spend loads of money on our lighting when we went up.
Yeah. It's a crazy one. Enjoy the game. If you're coming down, stay safe, travel safe, and perhaps we'll catch up for the return fixture.
Definitely. Have a great weekend. Cheers.
Yeah. All right.